journaling and the importance of writing things down. Let's get started. It's so important that after you get clarity on your goals, your loves, your objectives, and your wants, after you get clarity on those things, write them down. I know many people think and feel that, you know what, hey, I don't need to do it. I got it all up here. You got it all wrong. You have to write it down. See, there's a thing that I call success chemicals. And when you write down exactly what your goals and your dreams and your wants are, these success chemicals stir up from the paper and the pen and go right up your arm and into your brain. And the funny thing is, it makes you smile. Success chemicals make you smile. Whenever you write down your goals, your loves, and your dreams, it makes you smile. Why? Because you're focusing on exactly what your loves and your passions are. And that's so important that you do that on a continual basis. Don't just do it once and stuff it in your drawer. Look at it time and time again. I personally like to go over my goals and dreams month after month after month. And then another thing is do it annually. Get your annual goals out. Write out where you want to be 1 year from now. Write out where you want to be 5 years from now. And then 10 years from now. It's very important you do that. Some of the most successful people that I know have a plan. They have an agenda. They know where they're going before they get there. It's like a map. And that's very important. Your goals and your dreams, when you write them down, it's your map. That's very important. Now, you can have multiple kinds of journals, and I personally have different ones. I have about 5 different types of journals. One is for relationships. One is for my prayers. Another is for my business. Another one is for my goals and my dreams. And I kind of incorporate all of them together. I have quite a few journals, but the important thing is you write it down. Some people feel that, oh, you know what? I need to take an hour out of my day to write. Absolutely not. Wrong. If you can and you can take an hour to do that, go right ahead. But personally, my highest and best recommendation for you is to take simply 5 minutes every day. 5 minutes, whether it's in the morning and at night. I personally do it once in the morning and once at night for 5 to 10 minutes. And just get to action and get to doing it. Write down for 5 minutes in one of your journals. Take some time. Get it done. Make your journal an important tool to your success toolkit, okay? It's very important that you have a journal and that you actually put some effort into it, but also make it valuable. These are your thoughts and your ideas. Don't go out to some cheap old store and get a cheap $1 notebook. No, you have to spend more than $1. This right here, this journal is one of my newest ones. It was actually made in Italy, Florence, Italy, one of my favorite places to be. And it's genuine leather. I mean, this is leather bound. Look at this. This is no joke. The lines in here are beautiful. I've already started written in the front, the first few pages. I mean, but this is unique. This is genuine. And more importantly, it was a gift to me, so I treasure it more. And also, when you go out, if you don't have a journal as a gift, when you go out and buy your own journal, spend some money. Don't be cheap. Why? Because these are your goals and your dreams, your ideas, and they're valuable. They are very valuable, so don't go cheap on your journal. That's action number 1. Don't go cheap on your journal. Make sure it has value and that you value it. Okay. Another thing is writing it, and it often as possible. One thing I've done, and I know ideas, people like, you ever been driving down the road or going throughout your day, and an idea pops into your head, and you say, oh, that's a great idea, but you don't do anything with it. That's a bad way to deal with your ideas. That's a very bad technique, okay? You want to write down your ideas. Now, mind you, I don't write every idea down in a journal. Sometimes I'm going throughout my day and I just simply take a napkin or a sticky note, and I'll just write down my idea really quick, and I'll save it, and then I put it in my idea file. I have a cabinet of ideas, and it's just full of different ideas. And sometimes I'll go through those and I'll pull them out and I'll say, oh, yeah, I remember this idea, and it might just fit at that moment with whatever I'm doing in my life, or it helps me get back, or it creates creativity in my mind. It's very important you start writing your ideas, because you know why? You're unique. You're special. You're not me. You're you. You are special, and you have God-given talents, gifts, and abilities and strengths that nobody else has. You're unique, and you're going to have ideas that are direct just for you. And you have to know that they're there and available to you. You just have to be aware of them. One of the ways to see that availability of those dreams and ideas is writing them down, whether it's in a journal or whether it's on a piece of paper. Just make sure you write it down. And I know we're in an electronic age. Everything's electronic. I've changed a lot of my some people feel like journaling, that's ancient. That's an ancient, mentality. I write everything down on a laptop. Hey, I have a laptop too. And yes, I do write in my laptop. But let me tell you, I talked about success chemicals earlier. Success chemicals happen when you write down exactly what you want and your goals are and your dreams. It's when you write it down, that is what sparks so much. So it's very important that you take the time to write it. So when you have these ideas, on my phone, I'll naturally, sometimes if I have a quick idea, I'll just flip it open, and then I'll just simply type on a little memo sheet about that idea. And then after, I will transfer it to a piece of paper to rethink about it, to re-expand on those ideas and those thoughts. So I know that if you're you're transitioning, say, Nathan, it's an electronic age. I have a laptop, I have a computer, I'm going to do Word documents. That's okay, but make sure you write it down also. It's very, very important. That's the importance of journaling. Some of our forefathers and people that have come before us, some of the most successful people, some of the successful people that I've sat down with, that I've talked to, they write. They're either authors, they either wrote sometime, they either have journals, or they're authors, or they're leaders and successful people. Write things down. It's very, very crucial that you start acting on this. So let's dive into some action steps, because that's so important to have action steps. One, go out and get a journal. Get out and get a nice journal. Get something nice with quality, something that is special to you. If it has a certain design on it, just make sure you spend more than $1. It's not just about getting pieces of paper together. It's put some money into it and make it valuable to you. Then, step number 2, you're going to want to write at least a minimum of 5 minutes a day. If you can't do 5, which I think is the minimum, start with 1. Start with 1 minute, and then time yourself. Say, you know what, I only have 5 minutes. Time yourself for 5 minutes, and after that time is done, if you want to stop, stop. And I tell you, when I first started journaling, I was like, I don't have a whole lot of time, and time was holding me back, but I did exactly that. I would time myself for 5 minutes, and I would stop at 5 minutes. But it was only a matter of time after that, after the 5 minutes came up, you say, you know what, I can't stop writing. I just want to keep writing and writing and writing. And you know what, I haven't stopped since, and now I can write for at least an hour. At least an hour, and just continue to write, because all these thoughts and ideas create value in your life, and they expand your goals and your dreams. So that's step number 2, is spending at least 5 minutes writing down your goals and your dreams. Number 3, you're going to want to write down your goals, your loves, your objectives, and your wants. At least 10. At least 10 every month. Rewrite them every month. Do that for a year. Watch and see that you're going to start achieving those goals, loves, objectives, and wants, and you're going to start crossing them off, and you're like, yes, I achieved it. Yes, it happened. And some of those goals and loves and dreams, they will change over time, because you will be changing. Some of the goals and loves you have will change. So you know what, I may not want that so much anymore. I want this and I want that. That's okay. Just take it out and switch it. That's why it's very important you write it over month after month. But the best part is when you start achieving it. The best part is when you start reading your journal. When you come across hurdles and trials, and you write about it, and then you look back a year, and you look back a year after you wrote it down, and you say, wow, I achieved that. That was such a, what at that moment it seemed like such a big mountain in my life, but now I overcome it, and I overcame the obstacle and the hurdle, and wow, I did it. That is the best feeling out there. And I have to say that when I look back and I reread my journals, it's a great feeling to know that you can overcome anything. And it's great to see the progress that you will have when you write things down. There's a lot of progression. There's a lot of growth that takes place. There's a lot of success that takes place when you write things down. That's why it's so important to do that. So apply those action steps. Get started today. Get started right after this video. Write it down. Write down your goals, your loves, your objectives, and your wants. Write them down. Go out and get a journal. Make it happen for your life. Make it happen. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope you extracted some key nuggets that you can start applying in your life. Do these action steps. I'm excited for you. I can't wait to see you at the next lesson, and I can't wait to see you at the top.